Hey everybody, my name's Deb. Hello. So I was here working on a different video about Jeffree Star's Snapchat story that he did today, talking about, kind of the James Charles situation that you might have heard of. Anyway, while I was working on that, I had this epiphany about Tati Westbrook because I went back and looked at her videos. So as everybody knows, she uploaded this video the other day and it's got about 45 billion views on it, right? Called Bye Sister. So then the other day she uploaded a follow-up video to that called Why I Did It. And in that video, she says she wants us to stop the hate on James. She wants the memes to stop. She wants that. That was not her original intention. She just needed to point out a few things. So I need to point out a few things here, all right? I'm not the biggest fan of James. Okay, I'm wearing an Alexis Stone shirt, so I'm not the biggest fan of James. I'm completely neutral on Tati. Like, I never even was subscribed to her before all of this. But I like to call out anomalies. I don't consider myself so much a drama channel as an analysis channel. So here's the thing, Tati. Like I said, it's in the title, right? If you want to stop the hate, why don't you take down your video? I get that it's got over 40 million views and that's a lot of watch time. You still get your AdSense if you take down your video. You lose all your watch time, I think. But does she really care? She's got over 10 million subscribers. But the point is, this is your friend or your former friend, and you want the hate to stop. So take the video down. I get that it's been included in 22,000 drama channel videos at this point, and people will still see it. But do your part. You're asking us to do our part. And I agree. I don't think that we need to be hating on James so much. I've already spoken about his mental state in another video. And I never, ever, ever thought I would be speaking up to, like, defend James Charles even before all this. I've dragged him, and there's plenty of other reasons to drag him and to be negative about him and all that, and there's a time and a place. But if you really want the hate to stop, take down your video that started it. Leave up your second video, yeah, but take down the original video. Like, am I the only one? Did I just think of this? Am I Einstein? Somebody tell me, right? I know this is like the shortest video I've ever made. But here's the other thing before I go. Tati wanted, in that video, that second video, she's like, I wanted to meet with James at YouTube headquarters tonight, because she said she filmed it on Wednesday. Today's Friday when I'm filming this. And then she posted on Thursday. Yeah, it was posted yesterday. But he was flying back from Australia. Now, I know, my channel, I think I was the first channel with this news because I was up at like 2, 3 in the morning. I actually have a contact in Australia, and I was waiting for them to call me because they were at the meet and greet in Gold Coast. And I was going to get their whole story, which I have. I'll have to put that in another video. But they messaged me and they're like, look at this story. And it had just been posted in Australia, and it was the pictures of James at the airport. So I stopped my other video right then and put up that video where I said I found James Charles, because I did. I was the first one to find him. Aside from the 50 photographers at the airport, I was the first person to know that James Charles was on his way home, but also I know what time he was in the airport because of that. So he was in the airport. It was around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. here, which means that he would have been, if you look at the time conversion and look at these flights, I feel like the only flight he could have gotten was that Qantas flight at 8:35 p.m. He would have missed that 11:05 a.m. flight if he was just arriving to the airport, because those pictures went up on that website as soon as it does not take long. It takes so much longer to make a YouTube video than to write a story. Those pictures went straight up. That story was not a Dostoevsky novel. It was short and to the point. So I think he was on that Qantas flight. He could not have been on the Virgin flight because that only flies on Sundays. The Qantas flight flies on Wednesdays, which was the day he was flying, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So that would have gotten in at 4:15 p.m. To LAX. Now, if I did look up on the map where YouTube headquarters is in Los Angeles, and it is like practically on the airport grounds, so it's not that far. But you figure when you take an international flight, if it's even on time, it's still going to take you usually like 2 hours to get through. By the time you get through customs and immigration, it is like 2 hours. I don't care if you're a VIP like James Charles or not. There's no fast track, I don't think, as far as I know. Maybe he would have gotten through, and when it lands is not when you get off the plane. We all know you got to sit there and wait for them to dock and find a gate and all of that. So he might not have even been off that plane until 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you mean after flying for 12 hours, he didn't feel like going immediately from the airport in his Balenciaga jean jacket and heels to go meet with Tati in a very stressful meeting at YouTube headquarters, which is close. I wouldn't have wanted to do that. Like as if important it was or not to me, I would have been like, I need some time. I need to get some In-N-Out burger, and I need to get home and take a shower and get out of these uncomfortable heels, which I don't know why he wore them to fly in. I don't feel like that was a real selling point on that video. That was a point that made me a little skeptical as to her motive. I'm not trying to say anything else. I'm just saying that was a point that made me a little bit skeptical. But what do you guys think about this? Am I completely wrong? Should she leave her video up? Is there any point in leaving it up at this point? And is there any ulterior motive? I will tell you this. I still feel like we are all watching a reality show transpire in front of our eyes. I have said this now for 2 or 3 videos in a row. There is more going on than we are being told, and you need to look at everything that happens and not just react to it in an emotional way, but think about it, digest it, and form your own opinions and share them with me. Thanks for watching. My name is Deb, and please subscribe and like my video and share it and leave me a comment and anything else you can think of. And I won't wear a hat again, I'm sorry. And then the other day, like maybe yesterday, the day before, who knows, because it's all becoming a blur, she uploaded a video called, I forgot. I've lost my train of thought.